Google reviews, why you need them and how to get them. All right, I'm Benji with BAM Coaching. I'm here in Northern California of a studio. We offer art, music, and dance. We have about 700 students a week that come through our studio, as well as we go out to about 12 to 15 different schools during the school day and after school to run programs there as well. So today let's talk about Google reviews. We all know what they are. Hopefully we know that they're important. So the two things I want to talk about quickly today are why we need them and how to get them. So why we need them, kind of obvious, right? This is how we decide where we're going. So obviously you always want to put yourself in the consumer point of view, right? Sometimes we're not our best customers, but in this instance, almost all of us have used Google to search for a restaurant, for a repair shop, when you're comparing products, right? All that stuff. So one of the things you look for is Google reviews. 5-star reviews, 2-star reviews. If somebody said something specific in the review that spoke to you about, we just had to buy a new washing machine lately. So we're looking at all these reviews, and I didn't care about if it just said 5 stars and had like 20 reviews. I wanted the ones that had like 200, ratings, even if it was like a 4-star or 4.2 star, but people were writing, hey, I had trouble because I kept leaking, or or it was great because it had a quick dry cycle, whatever it is. When people write actual text in there, it's way more helpful as the person that is looking for, for the business. So think about that when you're asking for your Google reviews. So obviously we need Google reviews because that's how people are going to make their decision right off the bat. If they don't know anything about our business and they're searching for piano lessons near me or guitar lessons near me or group music classes, they might pop up depending on how many competitors you have in the area. A few studios might pop up. So the more Google reviews you have, the higher up organically you're going to be in the search. So that's great. And then the more Google reviews you have, that's just going to look better, right? Because again, as a consumer, I'm going to look, and if your studio has 300 Google reviews and it's 4.8 stars, I'm going there, or at least I'm checking you out first, rather, over the studio that has 5-star reviews, but there's like 22 reviews, right? Especially if those reviews have text in them. We'll talk about that a little bit later, as opposed to if there's just, 20, 30 5-star reviews and nothing written about them. All right. So I'm going to check out that place that has more reviews first and has some text in there. So let's talk about now how you get them, right? Because that's the important part. Long gone are the days where you just could trust your clients if they really liked you to go out of their way to do a Google review. You have to actively solicit Google reviews. So let's talk about 3 ways that you can do that. The first way is, and the last way is the best. It's gold, trust me. So the first way is you should have a drip campaign happening, a follow-up campaign with all of your current students. So what I mean by that is somebody comes in, they sign up for music lessons, and they should get an automated email that says, hey, as soon as they sign up, hey, welcome to Art and Soul. We're so glad that you've joined the Art and Soul family. These are the top 3 things about why your lessons are going to be fantastic with teacher so-and-so. We look forward to seeing you, right? So they should get some kind of confirmation, right, when they first sign up. Maybe 2 weeks later, they should get another email. All this should be automated, right, in your system. So hopefully you have this in your systems. They get another email, just checking in, want to make sure that your child is enjoying their lessons. If you have any questions, please reach out and let us know. Then maybe a month after that, another email, right? Or maybe a text message that says, hey, we hope you're enjoying your lesson with so-and-so. By now, you should have learned a couple songs. Remember, we have a recital coming up in December. We'd be so excited if you performed at. And if you're enjoying the classes, please leave us a Google review. Right? So that's one way you're automating, or even if you have to manually send out a text or send out an email, if you have that on your schedule, a week, 2 weeks, a month after a certain student enrolls or a class gets started, everyone gets that email. Key part in any communication for Google reviews is make sure you send them the exact link. You can go into your Google business profile page, I believe, and find out what that exact link is to send them right to do a Google review. You don't want them to have to search your website and then find it in Google, and then is it on your web page, or do you have to go back out to the Google search to find it, or is it the right company? Don't give them any of that hassle. Send them the exact link to do that. So that's the first way to do that, email marketing to your current students. Second way is in your lobby. So in your lobby, they now for free, you can just find that Google review link, put it onto a QR code, put a little thing that says, hey, are you enjoying your time at Art and Soul? Please give us a Google review, and have the QR code right there. Have them postered all over the lobby. You can also do it. We do it at recitals. We send a QR code in the program at recital. So anytime you've got a parent just sitting there waiting, they're waiting for the recital to start, they're waiting in your lobby for their student to get done with their lesson or class, have that QR code in their face, right? So they can just scan that. They're on their phone, doom scrolling anyway, right? Sitting in your lobby, have them do that. And that will just send them right there again. Make sure that link is right there, and you've got a big advertisement. Hey, if you're enjoying your classes, please, help us out and send a review. Those are the first two ways. Okay, third way. So this was given to me about 2 years ago, this idea by another studio owner. And I thought it was brilliant, and it has been our best tactic to get Google reviews ever. So I'll give you the metrics right off the bat so you can pay attention. We had embedded business at our location that we were actively looking for Google reviews for about 9 or 10 years. And to that point, we had 87 Google reviews, all 5-star, fantastic, but 87 Google reviews, right? Not bad, but not fantastic, in my opinion, for being somewhere for 10 years. We got this idea. We implemented the idea. The idea within a week got us the first year 103 Google reviews. So, right, more than we'd had in the previous 9 or 10 years. In 1 week, we doubled our reviews. We did it again the next year. We got 113 Google reviews for 1 week that second year. So we were, right now, we are at about 350 reviews. Over 200 of those came in a 2-week span over the course of 2 years. So 2/3 of our Google reviews came within just doing a 1-week project once a year. So this is what it is. At least in the United States, there is Teacher Appreciation Week. Usually it pertains or gets marketed around teachers in schools, right? If you remember back, if you're old enough like me, you brought your, I'm not that old, you brought your teacher like an apple, right? You put it on the front desk is like the classic thing. But we had teacher appreciation days for all of our teachers, coaches. You would bring them a little gift or a handwritten note or something like that. So they still do that, Teacher Appreciation Week. And so what we did was we tagged onto that, and we sent out a marketing email to all of our current students that simply said, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. What we would love for you to do is, if you're enjoying your classes and lessons, please give a Google review. And in your Google review, if you mention your teacher's name, Art and Soul will give that teacher a gift in your name. So think about that for a second. We told the parent, instead of having to buy a gift, and if they appreciate their teacher and want to do something nice for their teacher, instead of having to go out of the way to buy a gift or make their kid write a card or something like that, they can simply take 2 minutes, write a Google review, write their teacher's name in the Google review, and know that their teacher from them is getting something nice, right? It is a win-win-win. The parent feels good about it. That's the win. As soon as you get an email, right, that says, hey, someone's left you a review, you get that email. It's for Teacher Benji. I then email our front desk staff, then takes a little screenshot of that review, emails it right then to the teacher and says, hey, great job. You got a 5-star review. We're so glad you're a part of our team. The teacher feels fantastic, right? And then your studio has gotten that review. Win, win, win. Then what we do is you can do whatever you want for your teacher gifts. We do usually like a $5, usually a Starbucks or a Pete's gift card, right? This past year we did it. We got so many reviews, right? Like I told you, over 100 reviews, and certain teachers got 30, 40, 50. We had 2 teachers that got over $100, right? They got over 20 reviews. And so what we did was, I'm not a Starbucks coffee drinker guy, so $100 to Starbucks would not go over well with me. So what we did was we emailed those teachers that got over like $15, $10 or $15, and we said, hey, would you like a Target gift card, an Amazon gift card, or a Starbucks gift card? And they just wrote us back and said which one. We went out and bought it for them, and we got it to them. So that was how we did. It's 1 week out of the year. You could do it anytime you want. You could do it around the holidays. Hey, do you appreciate your teacher? Do this, and we'll give them a gift for the holidays. So you could certainly, the holidays are coming up. You could certainly do that. The Teacher Appreciation Week for us is in March. So we usually do that every March, but you can certainly do that a couple times during the year. But the key is to make sure that the link is directly in there so the parents don't have to go find it, and you want them to be writing text. That was the last thing I wanted to say. Text in a Google review is super important. If I'm looking at 2 different businesses and one has 5-star reviews, 20 reviews, 5-star, but no text. And another business has 20 reviews, 4.2 stars, and all those 20 reviews have text in there. I am probably going to go to that one because when you don't put text in a review, I don't know your name. I mean, the name is on there, right? You have to have an account, but I don't know the person's name who did the review, who it was, how they were connected to the business, why they did the review. Maybe it was the owner's friend, maybe it was their relatives, maybe the owners did a third-party campaign to pay people to put reviews for the business and people never been inside it. It seems a little sketchy when there's just 4 or 5-star reviews and no text. A few of them in there, obviously totally fine because that'll happen, but you want the majority of your Google reviews to have text in there. Tommy loves his music lessons with teacher Benji. Can't wait to go back. Sarah loves her dance classes. Every week she dresses up in her tutu and she's super excited to go, right? You want those reviews in there. If they mention the teacher's name, even better, right? When you do this promotion, but just in general, you want to prompt people to write something about it. If they can put pictures, boom, bonus. Like that's the trifecta, right? The 5-star, write something and put a picture in there because again, it relates more to people as a consumer when I'm looking at it. And I know organically it pushes your rating up or your ranking up in the Google search. So those are Google reviews, why you need them, how to get them. Go to it. I'll see you on the next call.